You probably have something important to remember today. A meeting. A birthday. A bill. Maybe something you promised someone. But you're not actually remembering it. Your phone is. And that's not a bug. That's the whole point. You give your phone something to remember so you don't have to. And usually, that works beautifully. Until the reminder disappears. Because researchers recently tried something very close to that. They gave people reminders. The reminders worked. People remembered more. Then they took the reminders away. And the people who had relied on them remembered less than people who had never been given reminders at all. So no. Your phone isn't secretly trying to destroy your memory. It's doing exactly what you asked it to do. Remember for you. The question is, what happens to your memory when that works too well? Think about the last time you had to remember something important. You probably didn't sit there repeating it in your head. Dentist at 3. Dentist at 3. Dentist at 3. You opened your phone. Tapped twice. Done. Your brain immediately got permission to stop thinking about it. And this is one of the strangest things about modern life. We carry a machine that remembers almost everything we don't want to. Birthdays. Appointments. Passwords. Directions. Shopping lists. Where we parked. What we were supposed to do 5 minutes from now. For most of human history, remembering was part of the task. Now remembering the task is often someone else's task. Now here's what you'd expect to happen. If your phone is holding one thing for you, that's one less thing in your head. Less to carry. More capacity. That's the whole promise. So the researchers checked. They gave people 2 things to remember. One could be handled by a reminder. The other still had to be remembered by the person. And if offloading one task really freed up memory, you'd expect people to get better at the one they still had to hold themselves. They didn't. There was no clear improvement. Then the researchers made the reminder harder to miss. More explicit. More reliable. And the task people still had to remember themselves got worse. The reminder didn't fail. It worked. And something in the person quietly stepped back. Your brain is expensive. It doesn't want to spend effort on something it believes is already handled. Imagine someone tells you, "Don't worry. I wrote it down." Something changes immediately. You stop rehearsing it. You stop checking it. You stop holding it in the front of your mind. Because why would you? The information now exists somewhere else. Researchers have a name for this general behavior. Cognitive offloading. But forget the term. You already know the feeling. It's the moment you save an address and instantly stop knowing the address. The moment you add something to your calendar and somehow stop thinking about it. The moment you take a photo of a sign because you'll remember this later. And then never look at the photo again. We think we're storing the memory. Sometimes, we're storing the responsibility to remember. Now, this does not mean reminders are bad. Please keep your dentist appointment. Keep your medication reminders. Keep the things you genuinely cannot afford to miss. Nobody found that calendars destroy your memory. And this was an online lab-style study with university students using short-term tasks. Not a lifetime of phone use. What it shows is narrower. And stranger. When a system remembers something for you, you may learn less about the thing you've handed over. And the mental space you saved doesn't necessarily make you better at remembering everything else. And here's why that's worth sitting with. There are 2 very different ways a tool can help you. 1. It helps you do something you could already do. 2. It removes the need for you to do part of it at all. And those can look identical right up until the tool disappears. You felt something similar before. You can drive somewhere 10 times using GPS, then suddenly realize you still have absolutely no idea how to get there. That wasn't what these researchers tested. But you know the feeling. You weren't necessarily bad at directions. You just never had to build the map. Every time you set a reminder, you make a tiny trade. You gain certainty. You save effort. You free your attention for something else. Usually, that's a fantastic trade. But the thing you traded away isn't just the task. It's the noticing. The repeating. The checking. The connecting. The tiny moments when your brain keeps bringing something back. And you don't notice those moments disappeared until the reminder does. So here's a small experiment. Not for everything. Just pick one harmless thing tomorrow. Something small. Don't set a reminder. Remember it yourself. And pay attention to what your brain starts doing. You might repeat it. Connect it to something. Picture it happening. Check the time. Think about it again. All those tiny mental actions feel inefficient. That's why we invented reminders. But they may also be part of the point. Sometimes, the effort of remembering is part of what creates the memory. Your phone remembers so you don't have to. That's exactly what it was designed to do. The hidden question is, how often do you want it to?